A doodle a day. Dun dun dun. Hello everybody and welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, I am Barbara, also known as The Lady Laughs a Lot. And I love to share my healthy obsession with art journaling and memory keeping and all things creative, kind of wrapped around this lifestyle where I am a caregiver for my Marine veteran and how important self-expression is to me in order to maintain a good quality of mental health, which is why I like to share my story. So if you are familiar with my channel, on Sundays, I do a gratitude Sunday. It's my way of looking back on the week, good or bad, to be in a state of gratitude for the things that happen in my life and how much this practice of weekly gratitude impacts my world out there. So I really find it important to be in this state of gratitude and self-expression in my journal, so I have an easier time living life. This is my oxygen. This helps keep me sane. So if you've watched my top 10 favorite techniques that I use in my memory keeping practice, number 10 was the 30 days of gratitude. And with the help of Linda, also known as Tortajala on her YouTube channel, I decided to do a doodle a day. So check out her channel. She loves to talk about the fancy ink pens. What are they called? Fountain pens. That's it. She loves to talk about fountain pens, and she has her Midori journal that she works in. And she had kind of put a request out on how she wasn't sure how to use her monthlies pages. And I gave a little feedback about doing like a little doodle. She loves to do doodles. She inspires me with her doodles to do a little doodle a day for gratitude. And it's so interesting how I suggested it for her, but didn't even consider it for myself. But then when, if you follow my channel, I tend to make my own weekly pages. And then Happy Planner had a sale on their big planner. Yeah, they had a clearance sale on a 2025 big happy planner with the pages all print out. So instead of me doing a 20-pound copy paper for each week in the month, which tends to bleed the ink through with my blue-bodied black ink Furunosuke pens, I snatched up this 2025 happy planner, and I've kind of Frankensteining it into what I already started, which when I see, like, this is March, I made this insert when I was making my own pages and I was going to print out my own weeklies, but there was no month included. And because I'm using this as a memory keeper and not as a planner, I really wasn't using the monthly pages. So I thought this year, you know what, I'm not even going to print out the monthlies. I'm just going to stick to the weekly pages. But now with this new Happy Planner already printed out, the tabs come with the monthlies again. So with that being said, my brain, when it works, put 2 and 2 together. So I took that suggestion that Linda and I discussed and decided, you know what? Here I am being jealous of Linda and all her doodling that she gets to do. I enjoy doodling, but I haven't made time for it. And in my top 10 techniques, I already enjoy doing a list of 30 days of gratitude, which, if you'll remember, I didn't do it every day. I waited until the end of the month And it gave me an opportunity to flip back through my month, to take 5 or 10 minutes to be in that state of gratitude, to look back and to write one thing for each day that I was grateful for. Well, I didn't continue that practice in January. I kind of skipped it. But now, thank you, Linda, and the addition of Happy Planner, including monthly pages, I've decided to do a doodle a day in gratitude. So to combine the two practices of my love of doodling or sketching and wanting to be in gratitude. So I do have the month started. So instead of waiting to the end of the month because it's doodling, it's a little different. I'm doing it as I get to it. So like today, I have a few minutes and I haven't done one for yesterday. I kind of do it looking back. What was I grateful for yesterday? I have a little time to do yesterday's. So I thought while I'm sitting here, I'll bring you along and introduce you to this new practice. And I will have to say, I did like the written kind of doing a flip through the past and just writing. It seemed quicker. And in this new practice, doodles don't take a lot of time. They shouldn't. It's a doodle, right? I'm reminiscing back to school days when you were getting bored in class and started doodling. But it's more picturesque instead of words. And so sometimes I think I get it when I look at the doodle, but someone in the future may not get it. So, for instance, at the beginning of this month, I started working with those Chinese paper cuts. So I was inspired by some of the Chinese paper to replicate one of the images off the paper. Here, I just did Chinese lanterns. So I get it. And maybe in conjunction with looking in my weeklies, you could get it like a detective. So I don't know. I'm thinking too much in it. So for posterity's sake, I feel like there's something a little missing, like it needs a little blurb in with the doodle. But in my practice of it right now, I'm enjoying just doing the doodling. So it is what it is. I got bigger things to be concerned about than this. So as long as this remains a fun practice for me and keeps me in that state of joyful gratitude, that's priority numero uno. Okay. Oh, let's do a quick walkthrough. So the little kitty cat doodle here on Monday is because Stella showed up with these little kitty cat cutouts to share with me, and I was grateful for her visit and for the cutouts. So we got the little kitty cat. Tea Time Tuesday, see, I added the little blurb to explain, was the day I made the video where I talked about my everyday carry journal. So I was grateful for that. The next 3 days, I started working on those hearts, those little heart decorations that I made that turned out to be a little more complicated than I expected. So I was grateful for starting that craft and the ability and the time to do it. I was grateful for Murdoch Mysteries, which is one of my favorite series that I'm watching right now. And so I did little Bugalugs and the Constable's Cap, because I was watching that while I was going through the labor of making these decorations. And then Friday was the day I was able to edit the video after making these and getting it done. So I was grateful to have that project done and get it on the computer. I feel like I want to jump in here and make sure, because it would be human nature for us to start judging ourselves about our capabilities around doodling. And I am an artist, skilled in oil painting and watercolor and pencil sketching. So this is not to be braggadocious, it's to kind of reach out to those of you out there that are running some mental commentary in your head about how your doodles would never be this detailed or I don't know, complicated. And I want you to get out of your head, because doodling and doodles are what you make it. They're your doodles, right? Linda's doodles and my doodles are not the same, but in my world, this is what my doodles look like. So get out of your head, okay? And just have fun and do what your doodles look like, all right? Saturday, Jerry was not feeling well and had some quirky vitals, and I was so grateful to know that we have triage nurses available to us. And yeah, so I did a little doodle of like a triage nurse. We had Super Bowl Sunday, then my birthday, and I have to do a close-up of this one because I added sparkles to it, and I don't think you can see it on the overhead. But I had some concerns about getting the driveway cleared because Jerry's not well enough to do it. And our friends showed up to do it for us. And it's hysterical because his big old plow truck has a sticker on the back that says, "I identify as a Prius." So hysterical. So I was very grateful for that. Wednesday was the day before Jerry had a procedure, and I had a little me time to go out and go shopping, a little birthday shopping. So the little doodle of the woman with all the shopping bags. Then grateful for the VA and everyone at the VA and our experience that day, because he had a couple of things. He had the procedure done and another visit at oncology to take care of. So it's just a doodle of the VA water tower and the heart, and the fact that the weather worked out for us because we were supposed to get a storm that day and we didn't, and the roads were clear. So see, I understand what that little square means. And now you do, because I explained it to you. But if I had been writing out instead of doodling, it would have been a little bit more descriptive. So again, I'm having a little disconnect there about just keeping it a doodle or just writing in the details. But again, I think in the weeklies, as long as I take time to journal about it in the weeklies, then that solves the problem, right? Why am I overthinking it? Oh, I have a sticker. I can put in the book now because it says, "Stop overthinking things." And we've got Valentine's Day, and I'm going to explain to you that I don't come up with these ideas in my own head, not all of them. You know, like this one up here about working on the computer, I was able to kind of come up with the image in my mind. But remember, I'm an artist that needs to observe what I'm drawing or sketching or painting. Like I don't see it clearly enough up here. The idea swirls in there. And so I'm going to show you today how I basically hunt out assets that I can observe to kind of collectively create my own doodle. So I found this image online when I was searching, Valentine's Day or togetherness, and so I recreated it here for myself. Saturday I worked again on those Chinese paper cuts, but I did the sewing aspect of it. So there's an image of a sewing machine. I was grateful to have the time to do that. Then Sunday, I was really feeling it was a gratitude Sunday, and well, basically this was 2 days ago at this point. And again, I was feeling very grateful for the connections that we can make through the internet, right? We are building a community here, and I'm slowly gaining followers, and I'm just in such appreciation that what I couldn't find in my local area, I'm able to find out there in the big wide world. and I always say appreciate, you guys. I don't say it lightly. So I'm very grateful for the connections that are being formed between us. And I'm just so grateful we have this avenue to use. The big World Wide Web, the internets, the interwebs. So I basically did a search for the word connections and found a graphic that I liked. It looks like little conversation bubbles. So today, well, today is Tuesday, but I'm looking back at yesterday. Yesterday was filled with high winds and ice. Like even today, it's like 18 degrees out there and my driveway is an ice slick. And I am grateful that we do not have to go anywhere. And as a matter of fact, we have a nurse coming today. So God bless the nurses. All those home health nurses out there, we love you because you guys are the ones hitting the road and coming to us. So I'm grateful for you guys. But, which is maybe what I would do for today when I'm looking back tomorrow, is to celebrate all the home health nurses. But for yesterday, I came up with this idea of being grateful that we didn't have to go anywhere. So how would I depict that in an image? I would choose, I guess, like hibernating. Like the only way I can really think of it is the opposite of not going out is staying in and hibernating. And because of all this ice, I'm thinking of a polar bear, but I'm thinking of a polar bear like because of the ice, holding an iced drink with like an umbrella in it, like just the whole contrast of that. My brain goes to very creative places. So how do I do that now? Well, not only can you do like Google searches for images, but now we have things like Adobe Firefly where you can type in a description and it pops out this AI generated image. So let me show you what I got as far as an image today. Oh, I think it's so cute. Look at his nose. Like when you look at the other ones, he's not sipping, he's just kind of holding it. Oh, I guess his nose kind of stays the same. But I really like this one because he's sipping on the straw. Now again, this is a doodle. I don't want to take a lot of time with it. So, I don't know. Let's just play and see what I come up with. And sometimes I will just do straight black marker. A lot of times, though, I find that I grab a pencil and try to do a light sketch first. And then do the black over the top. All right, let's zoom you in a little. See if you'll be able... See if I can put it in a position. Let's take it out of the book. Oh, look, can I show you on the pickup truck how I put sparkles on there? Does it come up? I say sparkles because I always forget the word glitter. But while I was at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, I got these sheer shimmer sticks. Say that fast. Sheer shimmer sticks. Little daubers. They look like when you go to play bingo. But it created just the right amount of sparkle and glitter on that page to kind of depict the snow as he was plowing. All right, I digress. And if you're familiar with this channel, I do that often. All right, pencil, please. Image of the polar bear, please. I usually don't press so hard with the pencil, but, and I don't even know, I wasn't watching. Could you see? I was busy doodling. Yeah, but because it's a doodle, the face doesn't have to look crazy. It can be a goofy, you know, doodly face. Again, this is supposed to be just a quick, fun little, you know, practice and joyful gratitude for me. God, fingers are always hard, even if they're polar bears. And I think because it's got the umbrella in it, we don't really have to worry too much about depicting ice. Let the black ink dry for a little bit. Grab my eraser. Oh, I forgot to do the straw. The other thing this has done for me is I have a bunch of markers I haven't been able to use, and I've had these Arteza like watercolor brush markers that I really don't like. I hardly use them at all, but they've come in handy here coloring in some of these doodles. So I'm happy to be playing with my markers again. So Linda, thank you so much. I'm glad we connected and that your doodles inspired me because I'm having fun with this. Thank you. All right, let's color him in. All right, he's a polar bear. He should be white. He's a little dirty white now that I've used the eraser. I think I did how it's an orange umbrella and a red drink. I could probably live with that. So let's see. See these Arteza. Yeah, I've not been fond of them, but for doing this, I haven't minded this at all. Should we color his straw? What color should the straw be? What was this? Oh, it was like a yellow or something. That's pretty much it. I'm probably going to go over some of these lines a little darker. When I erased, they got a little lighter. Maybe I feel like I want to write nowhere to go, nowhere to be. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's so cute. If I could fit it, I feel like I would put in nowhere to go. Or, I don't know, staying home. Home and cozy. Well, there you have it. Just a brief look at how I've been using my monthlies to do a little gratitude doodle every day. And I don't hold myself to making sure it gets done every day. You know, if a few days go by, that's fine. I'll go back in and fill it out. No stress here. This is supposed to be a fun thing. So again, a shout out to Linda at Tortajala. Go check her out on YouTube. I'll put the link to the specific video if I can do that. I don't even know if I can do that. Well, you can find her in the description below. Okay. Everybody have a safe, happy, healthy day, and I look forward to our next adventure together. Have a good day. Ciao. Laugh at life. Laugh a lot. Bye.